Yeah, so for those of you just joining us on YouTube, we did some breathing, a bit of breathing meditation, and we're now doing a bit of massage. So we just did one knee, and we're just rubbing the other one, and then we'll do some tapping massage. So rub the hands together to get them nice and warm, and then you make a round shape in the hands, and we're just tapping like that. I'll just move that back a bit and that back, so it's like this. So there's this round, look, a nice round shape, and we're just tapping the ends of the fingers and thumbs together. There we go. It's quite good because it's actually quite hard to do because you miss sometimes. And this actually helps you. And if you close your eyes and try and do it, it's quite tricky.
Even harder.
It's even harder, but it's worth just doing. And then you just tap like this. You're tapping around, very gentle. We're not doing it hard. It's just very gentle tapping, just to get some circulation going round. So, and again, we're going to look at wave hands like clouds today. And then you interlock your fingers, and we just do a little tap like that. No, she's quite a small cat, even though she's very, very fluffy. So she looks bigger than she is, but when you see her, she's very tiny, little missy. And then, yeah, she got me, I had to turn the tap on for her for a few days in a row, so she could have a drink. So she's got me well trained.
So
you
she's
turn it on, you
exposed.
have to turn it onto a trickle,
Yeah.
and then she drinks the water, and
Get the Finnish she-wolves to roost.
she's very, very, very nice. And because in the Tai Chi classics it says move like a cat, so I've been doing my Tai Chi training by observing how she moves. And if she's been sitting still or standing still for any reason, she won't just get up straight away. She'll stretch that way, and then she'll stretch that way, and stretch that way, and have a little wiggle, and then off she'll go. And it's like very sensible, very, very sensible behaviour.
They always testful.
They know,
Yeah, it's
they know.
incredible. Yeah,
They
my
know
dog's-
where all their arms and arms and they've got arms and legs sort of, and then we
We know
just
what
tap
you
it.
mean.
You
Yeah,
know,
my
yeah.
daughter Jo's got a cat,
Oh,
that's
lovely.
rehomed, and she, and
Oh.
that just is about, I'm not sure there were two or three, but he was rehomed, and Jo
Oh.
took him in, and they've only just let him out to get him some fresh air and to know the surroundings, that kind of
Yeah,
thing. But he's a very friendly cat.
yeah. I think cats are pretty well. I like all the
I've had
animals.
three.
I had all animals, right?
Yeah.
We had cats, I suppose.
Yeah, I've had 3 cats before now.
I mean, because we're both out at work and you can't have a dog.
And then,
Not.
and she sort of turned her nose up and her tail up at my cello because she sniffed it
Nice.
Oh,
And then
wow.
and went off.
That's incredible.
But the cello case.
She loves.
She loves. She loves being inside the cello case. She went in the
Like
cello
bed.
case and explored it, and you know, it was like that met her approval. But this was really fun.
So,
It's like
you're
you
dull
buy-
open.
You buy a cat a bed, but they never go in it.
No, I know they don't.
She's got a special bed, and I
Yeah.
hardly ever see her in it at all.
No, they don't.
That's
She's got this
strange.
special. It looks really soft. I mean, if I was her size, I'd love it. So we're just doing the back. So this massaging, if you rub the back, is a good way of teaching you where all your body is. And it is very useful. So just feel the ground under your feet while you're doing it. And as you're doing these exercises, notice what you're sensing. So the feet, I like to tap just to help wake them up, and then we come up like this, and then we come down, and we come up, and we go down, and we come up. A very good press. Well, Master Z Dog, the way he moves actually looks cat-like, the way he moves. So he's obviously very, very good at Tai Chi, and he's very, and she's very good at resting and relaxing. So when she relaxes, she really relaxes, and we ought to take a leaf out of her book, really, or any cat's book. So rub the hands together, we're just tapping the knee. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, above and below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the for sort of preparatory exercises and for health and knowing when to rest.
Yeah.
And when, like when someone says they're relaxing, but they're actually got the radio on or something and they're watching their phone, that's not really relaxing
No, it isn't.
at all. Whereas when the cat relaxes, she just goes flump like that. 1, 2, 3, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But at any moment, should a mouse turn up, she'd pounce on it.
Oh, yeah,
So
they've got
it's
all their
it's
senses
relaxed.
going, Yeah.
But they've got all their senses going, so that's right. So it's like that's the sort of relaxed style you want to cultivate when you're doing Tai Chi. So when we're relaxing, we're noticing. So you're noticing, there's loads of. I mean, just be careful, those of you that are in cars. There's a whole load of potholes at the end of this road.
Oh, no,
It's
ridiculous.
really bad.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. And I had to get 2 new tyres, and they were actually quite new though. There was one of them was less than 6 months old, and one was less than a year old, and I had to get them changed because the potholes had murdered my tyres.
Oh,
Just tap around the hip, just get some softness, and then tap around the other hip. Okay, and then we're just and have a little wiggle around. We'll do some more movement and stretching and things, but let's do this one. So we just like this, and then like this. I just you've got a creaky
Not a
chair.
place, this is
Oh, that's
creaking
not very good
forwards,
chair.
don't
We've got
we?
the creaky chair. Okay, let's stand up. Is it still okay? Is it a bit? We'll find out.
I think it's there. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's just got a creak. So we're going to go forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back. A bit faster. And then, very good. And we start with the other foot. Forward, forward, back, back, forward. So the whole foot flat on the ground. Forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back, forward, back, back. Very nice. Okay, let's stand up. Oh. That's good. And then if we move the chairs, I'm going to move the chair out of the way here. I'll move that there, and I'll move that at the back. So then we've got. Actually, I'm going to put those on the chair so then we haven't got a trip hazard. Put that there. So, yeah, she baked those flapjacks fresh.
Oh, she's lovely. I haven't wanted to
That's what's her name again? Is it Valerie or is it Marilyn?
It is, it's Val. Yeah,
Is-
Val.
Is it Val or Marilyn? The other one.
Marilyn is the one
Which
that's...
one? One's called Marilyn and one's called Valerie. It's just they've got a similar
Oh,
right sounding name.
Marilyn is the one who stands between Jane and...
Andrew.
Another
And on the other side is Norma.
Norma wasn't there this morning either. There was quite a few people missing, so it meant we got 2 flapjacks each.
Wow.
So sorry about that.
Lucky things.
Well, Andrew didn't want any because he's on the diet, and then we went, good, we'll have an extra one on your behalf.
All the more for you
That
then.
was very, very, very kind of us, wasn't it? Very
Yeah.
kind. Very, very compassionate.
Is he eating any biscuits the other week?
No, well, he's trying to lose weight. He's lost a stone already.
Is he?
Yeah,
Blimey.
yeah.
Good on him.
Brilliant. Good on
Yeah,
him.
well done him.
So, I won't be doing it this week because I've got to pick someone up from Ely train station for 7 o'clock. So, but from next week, Mr. Motivator is teaching a class, and I'm a member of the club. So it's sort of 6:15 till about 7. If any of you fancied, we'd still put the things away, but if any of you the thing is, it's no longer his seated class, it's one of his normal classes.
Right.
So it might
I'm
be
just having a little
a bit,
go.
but if you wanted to have a nose and you could sit there and drink tea while I'm sweating buckets, you'd be more than welcome. If then I'm not doing it on my own, and if you want fancy joining in a bit, and I'll bring the weights out because he likes to use the weights, and I've actually ordered some more weights. I've ordered
What,
a
heavy
3.
ones?
Yeah, I feel sorry for the poor postman.
Must be
3
going
kilo, 4 kilo and 5 kilo. I mean, they're not huge because my friend Annetta, whose household was at, she uses 5 kilo and she exercises every day and she
I'm
cycles
half
every
a
day.
kilo.
We use half kilos in the class and that's bad enough. But this morning's class I used 2 half kilos in each hand.
I do
It
that
just wasn't-
sometimes still, put the two
Yeah.
in one hand.
Yeah. But I might go and invest in some 1 kilo weights if I can find some cheap ones.
Well, it's nice for you to have all the different weights anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And even half a kilo, when I first started doing it, half a kilo was like,
That's enough.
oh. But
Yeah.
now it's like, I can't feel anything, so I'm having to put it up. But Mr. M, he uses 5 kilo and 10 kilo. He'll just pick up a 10 kilo weight when he's. But you don't have to do that, you know. He's been teaching exercise since the 80s, and he's been on telly since the 90s. So that's a very, very long time to get good at something,
He was on
you know.
television the other day, I picked it up.
So raise the heels, and then we'll turn a bit more. Yeah, because he's back on telly again. They've realised
Yeah,
because he's been so popular in TikTok.
in his brightly coloured clothes and yeah.
But I took my mum while my mum was coming to visit because she came to stay at the very expensive house. She said, I might be able to come and stay. I said, you might? Yes, right. So I said, Vanessa, my mum's invited herself to stay in your house while you're away. And she was like, yep, whatever. It was really good. But we went to a Mr. Motivator class
Oh, lovely.
on Zoom. Because
Yeah.
Mum doesn't really understand Zoom very much.
Well,
And she goes, oh, is he on the television? I said, yeah, we're in his class. And then he said, who's that with you? Is that your sister? And she goes, oh, he's talking about us. And then I wrote my mum's name and then wrote in brackets, Mum. And he goes, hello, Farah's mum. Hello, Geraldine. My called Geraldine. And she went, oh, he said my name. Oh, this is real. And I went, yes, Mum, this is real. It was really funny. Mum's first Zoom. I don't think she'd been on Zoom before, so it's quite good.
It was the first time.
Yeah, it was very good.
When is he on TV then?
I'm not sure. I think the thing is people need to get more. I mean, in the 90s and people weren't being very fit, but I think it's got worse since then.
I think it's since COVID, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what it was.
COVID. I mean, when I was just shake it. When I was doing the COVID thing, we'll just start with this one, just breathing in, breathing out. I mean, when I was in lockdown with everybody else, I was doing, by day, I was going to all my Tai Chi teachers' classes and teaching Tai Chi classes. So I was doing about between 20 and 25 hours a week of Tai Chi.
Good.
And then at night time I was playing music. So I got a bit ripped, but then when we got out of COVID and I had to get back in my car, that's when I lost my. So I've had to up the number of classes I'm going to personally myself. And I really wanted to go to Reading this weekend, but I just thought, no, I don't want to risk my car when it's not. It's just if a car's gone through the MOT, that's good, but that doesn't mean it's safe to drive. So I'm like, no, sorry. So I've had to contact my teacher and say, really sorry, I'm waiting for my car to be given the okay for long distances.
Yeah.
So,
Revise.
Yeah.
but that's okay. I mean, there's so many things on the internet to learn, and I've got Masters Edong's classes, I've got Eli's classes that I'm still catching up on. There we go. Let's just circle. We'll just make sure we've warmed up a little bit, and then we'll look at these. But I think people are definitely more sedentary military, so when Mr M is back out there, and he had the other day on the TikTok, there were about 400, 500 people watching. I mean, not all of them to be joining in, and then everyone would be watching on YouTube, and then there was about 15 of us in the Zoom room. I prefer his Zoom classes because then he gives you individual attention, and says, "Oh, lift the arm more," and things like that. And basically whinges at you, but it's.
You know, I was surprised when I saw it because he doesn't look any different.
Well, when you look at the film from him when he was in his 30s and the film from him when he was in his 70s, I would say he does look that he's aged, but not by much. And then go around the other way, and he's aged very well. But he still has some issues with his knees and things. He had I mean, I think you should do lots of Tai Chi, because that would help soften what he was doing, because it is quite. His missus, she's obviously a dancer, Palmer. She's obviously a dancer, and she looked beautiful. And she's 70 this year,
Wow.
and she's an incredibly. They both look super fit and super lovely, and it's great, and it's very nice, and they're big bright colours. Because the thing is, when you're wearing bright orange lycra, you can actually see what they're doing. I'm not going to wear bright orange lycra. Sorry, I know it would make Tai Chi easier, but
So where's your bright orange?
I know I've got bright red shoes, but I can see why he does it, and I'm hoping to do something in Newmarket, like a kind of sort of well-being and music thing at some point. We're doing like a trial in October sometime.
Was this a bit I centre?
No, at the White Hart pub. So it's a bit of a
Oh right, yeah.
the White Hart Hotel. I mean, you can buy orange juice there. So and
Used to live there.
yeah, and they've got this really nice function room that would be great for doing some like well-being classes and
what a
also
good
for
idea.
concerts.
Yeah.
So I'm cooking something up with my friend, and then I'm also in the process of getting in touch with the nature reserve to do another day, probably June time, just to give us enough time for so sort of
And the weather would have
summer
improved.
fitness. Yeah, the problem is you can't really.
If you waited for it, you wouldn't do anything.
If you waited for it, you wouldn't do anything.
No,
Yeah.
true enough.
Oh, that's nice. And the other way. 1, 2, 3. How are we doing? Oh gosh.
Yeah. Going on for 6.
6. Yeah. I mean, we didn't start till 5 past. By the time we got in the room, and then we moved everything, it's just.
But we can look on that as part of our exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so hopefully next week I won't have anyone to pick up from train stations, and then we go in the other direction.
Well, I'm going to Cross next week.
Crafts, the dog thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those.
Never been before.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Didn't I?
That's
Yeah.
okay. So how did you get a ticket, or did you just get one on the internet? Did someone
My
buy you one?
daughter's mother-in-law does dog training,
Oh,
and she's going, and the nephew's going. I forget what it is, and he started doing, and they invite you to go apparently if you're going to take part. Yeah.
So we'll do this one first, and then breathe.
I just thought it'd be something different.
I think it's great. I love it. There was a crafts dog or some sort of agility thing,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't do it, and it took ages, and then it finally got to the end of the thing, and it came last, and it took over 10 minutes, and it got a standing ovation. So it was this very naughty
People
dog.
love things.
I love
like
things
that.
like that.
It's very
Breathing.
Well, that's what
Breathe.
Amanda does, is dog agility.
Mm. Open. Close.
I think
So
it'd just
we'll
be
do
nice.
some gentle things just to get us all nice and super chilled before and lull us into a false sense of security, and then big breath out through the mouth. I'll just show this from the diagonal view for the people at home, and then you stay still and breathe in and out. And then you breathe in, rock forward slightly, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and then there's a little open close, breathe in and breathe out, and that's one round. And then breathe in, you float up, breathe out. So this is one I learnt from Eli. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. I was glad when we finished those tummy exercises. They were a bit character building this morning. Breathe out.
Oh, we
Breathe
this
in.
one, didn't we?
Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Watch out for your friends. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then we do one more. So this next one, Master Zedong calls stroking. I know it as standing in water or moving in water, but he does. I'll just show. I'll get a bit closer. So there's a. Oh, you raised your hand. Oh, that's hilarious. It must have been when you were doing the exercises. It thought you raised.
Yeah, ignore it. It's IT. I just leave it there. It's easier.
That's fine. That's fine. It's so funny. No, that happens to me if I'm doing something and then it will say I raised my hand. So the hands, the way he does it is you're doing this rocking, and then the hands go like that, and then like that, and it's one of the ones he does at night time. So there's a kind of pre-sleep Tai Chi set that you do, well, an exercise set that you do between 8 and 9, and it's just half an hour's worth of exercises, and I only started learning it last night. So he went through this whole wonderful routine of different exercises, and there was one that went like, how did it go? It went like that, you go like that, and then you come up, and then you go down. But I've not done the tutorial to tell me how to do it exactly. So he's got tutorials that tell you exactly how to do the movements. And I've not done it for this one, but it was very straightforward to follow. So I just did the movement. So he rocks forward, and then the palms are forward. And then he turns the palms back, and then rocks back. I mean, just bear in mind, I've not done the tutorial yet. And I don't know the breathing pattern, but what I did is I breathed in here and breathe out there. But you might want to try it out, just have a play around with it. And then I'm going to be studying it this week. And then he's also got another one that he does first thing in the morning, but when I looked at it, it looked super vigorous. And I'm like, I'll do that tomorrow. I'm not really up for that. I'm not really up for that. So, yeah.
I don't mind the calming down one, but the vigorous one in the morning.
Yeah, we do. Well, that's the thing in the Tai Chi and Tea. We do more vigorous exercises, even though we're sitting down. So yeah, you can do this sitting down as well. And he says do it for 6 minutes. Now, we haven't really got 6 minutes to do it in, but just so you know the time. And he said do stroking 6 minutes, and I went 6 minutes. I did it for 3, then I fast forwarded it. I was like, oh, I want to know what happens next. But I will do it properly tonight. But I'm going to go through the tutorials because he knows all the Chinese medical things and he knows lots of stuff. So by training his courses, I'm going to learn a bit more about how this all works. So nice and tall. And I just really like it. I find the rocking is really useful because that tells you where your weight is. And then the breathing and being very calm and relaxed, and just, it feels great, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Try it standing up and see. So it's almost like you're kind of leant against the wall and just going, oh, oh, oh. It's that kind of feel, and you look completely serene. He's got this very serene facial expression when he does. I would love to meet him. He's on this mountain in China,
Ooh.
and it looks really green and lush,
Lucky thing.
and it looks absolutely gorgeous where he lives. And I'm not sure what time it is where he is, or what the time difference is, but I'm not sure.
Ahead of us.
Are they ahead or behind?
Ahead.
They're ahead. So if you're in the
So,
Beijing type line, you're 8 hours a bit. 8 hours a bit more.
so if it was 6 a.m. in the UK,
You could say 6 p.m.
6.
there, can you really? About 12 hours, isn't it? Because it's New Zealand's about 12.
Yeah.
So-
I don't think it's much
So is it like
as-
4 a.m. now for them or something? Who's good at maths?
No,
I'm not,
it's
you know.
if it's 6 a.m.
It's 8 hours, so
You could
6,
say it'd be 6
7,
p.m.,
8,
take a
9,
couple
10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Oh, it's 2 a.m. right now.
My
Oh,
goodness
right,
me.
Oh my
now.
goodness.
Oh, I thought you meant 6
Oh, that's
in the morning.
horrible.
Yeah, yeah. it
He'll
is.
be in bed. So,
Buried in the covers.
because you do different things in the morning than you do in the afternoon and the evening. So in the evening you want to do relaxing things. So this is called stroking. I know it as lifting, I know it as moving through water. So when we do moving through water, I've just done it like this with the palms facing forward. But he does it like this, which is very nice. It's really good. So there we are. So that's what I learned. That's fresh from last night. Fresh from last night. And it was just one that particularly stuck because I was like, oh, this is nice. Oh, this is lovely. And then you do it for 6 minutes and you just think, oh, I think I'll have a cup of tea, you know, nice, hot cocoa and go to sleep kind of thing. So let's take a slightly wider stance, and we're just going to transfer our weight and transfer our weight. So we're looking at, we'll do the bear, and then we'll do silk reading number 1. So remember, there will be no classes in the week of the 16th of March, because I will be doing Tai Chi and music. So write it down. Unless you guys wanted, now you know the code and everything, there's nothing stopping you coming in and doing your own thing. Do a DIY class and have a cup of tea and just leave some donations for the people in the day centre or something. You know, there's
That's the
16th of March.
week of the
I'll have to
16th.
remember.
week of the 16th of March and the 18th of March. There won't be nothing on the Wednesday. Oh, Alison will be teaching on Wednesday
Oh, right,
in
so-
Burwell. So if you do want a Tai Chi class, go to Burwell in the morning on the Wednesday, probably the one at 11, and Alison will be teaching. She's very good. And then you transfer the weight and turn. Transfer. So I'm off to see a master. I'm going by train. I worked out my train ticket. I've got to get a train from Ely to Liverpool, and then I'm in Liverpool for a few days, and I'm going to see who's in Liverpool that I can train with if there's anybody, because I've got a gig, and then I've basically got a few days off, so I'm going to have to do some Tai Chi. And then I'm getting a train from Liverpool to Rochdale, because that's where my Tai Chi training partner is. So we're going to train every single day
How lovely.
with each other and practice. And he's going to introduce me to his master, Master Wang Hei Jun, and I'm very excited about seeing this guy because he's like the top-notch amazing. I'll be really rubbish compared with him. And then we're like this, so we're just holding the ball, and I'll just turn around. So it's like nice round, and this is sinking. So you're sinking, which is what brings you upright, rather than sort of like that. It's doink, like that. And then you move side to side, and then we'll do it with the circle. So we're like this. And then one of my friends has been given the opportunity to play folk music at this big expo thing, and she wants me to play cello for her and accompany her.
Oh, lovely.
So I'm going to get to go as well.
Lucky thing.
Good, yeah, great. So and I'm going to be taking part in a sing around in Liverpool at the folk club. So yeah, it'll be basically like what I do here. Folk music, community music and Tai Chi, but just in a different area of the country, and I'm not being paid either, so I'm getting paid a little bit but not a huge amount, so but hey, you know,
That sounds nice, though.
it's like a holiday, but a
Yeah.
busman's holiday. So this is the bear, so you're a bear and you're probably a panda bear, I should think, and you
Get the claws out.
get your claw, you know, they're very, they use rounded movements. They use rounded movements, and they're very strong and quite fast as well.
They're very dim.
Are they?
Are they?
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're not very bright.
Bears of little brain.
Never
So
know.
now, let's go like this. So it starts like that. So just mirror me, unless you want to not mirror me, and then you come down, and then you come along. So when you're along it sort of scoops, and then you come up. Now, because poor old Andy, he had a newish tyre, and then he went down that pothole down Mill Road, and bang, the tyre went.
Oh, no.
So he took a picture of the tyre and had to report it on this website,
Yeah.
the Highways Agency, and then they're just going to ignore it.
They're
So-
not going to reimburse. Can't you get reimbursed?
He could take them to a small claims court, but the small claims court can't enforce.
Take about 3 years.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think it's sort of,
ridiculous.
yeah.
The thing is, you have to measure the depth, and then they'll come and repair them. There's one in the High Street in Burwell, which is definitely very.
Dangerous.
Oh, it is. We went down
Yeah,
it.
without
We
doubt.
didn't know it was there. Now we
Oh,
know
no,
where it
you've
is.
got to be really careful. So what I
Yeah.
do when I get to that pothole, I wait, and then when it's
Yeah,
clear,
we
I go
didn't
around
see.
it.
It's
Yes.
ridiculous.
It's at the narrow bit of the High Street.
That's
so
right,
quite
it's on the
difficult.
narrow
It's
bit, so
two.
you have to wait, and
Yeah.
you have to wait for it to be safe for you to move
I
around it.
know.
Don't go in it.
Well, we know where it is now.
Yeah.
but Of course, if there's a puddle,
When
you
it's
can't
dark-
see them anyway.
I was going to say
When it's
something
dark,
worse.
and if there's a puddle,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
It's hopeless.
it is hopeless.
We thought we'd wrecked a time, but it seems to be okay.
It will probably need changing. I mean, it's worth taking it
Well,
and get your wheel alignment checked, because the change directions. So it's a bit like in Tai Chi, you've got to check your alignment. It's exactly the same in cars, you've got to check your wheel. This is like checking a wheel alignment. We're checking our wheel alignment, and then we're... So these more complicated movements, I'll just show you from this side. Look, it's like this. These more complicated movements, it's worth just taking your time and not being in a hurry to get it just so too early, because you've got to take into account the processing, and also that, yeah. And then tomorrow I'm recording a bit more of I'm making Tai Chi music with my friends Nick and Marion. We're helping make Tai Chi music. Now put the other hand in before you've noticed you've done it, so you don't need to worry. And then you turn, look, and then this is like this, and then you transfer the weight, and then you turn. Those of you that know how to do this, just practice really, really relaxing and noticing the feet. So you transfer the weight and turn the waist, and get your shoulders very, very relaxed.
Well, is there a time that's best to breathe?
Yeah, just keep breathing. breathing. Just breathe in and out. Yeah, that's a very good question. So I don't breathe in any particular way. I just sort of breathe in, and then when it gets to the end, you go, oh, I better breathe out now. Oh, I better breathe in again now. And then eventually it does form a, you can match it and make a breathing pattern with the arm patterns, but for now just breathe. So, like this. So keep the hands are aware of each other, look there. Hello. Hello. And then they come across and then they turn around and hello, and then they come across. There we go. Oh dear. So I've got to drive to Ely after this through all the potholes. Problem is you can't see where the potholes are when it's dark.
Yeah.
So be careful out there. Okay, that was marvellous. Right, now we're going to have a drink. Yeah. So we just go back to this one. But yeah, especially around Burwell, just be very, very, very careful. So what you can do, so we did this one, which is the one I did in Devon. So the things I learnt in Devon was that one, and then also the kelp exercise, which I absolutely love the kelp. And then everything else she did, I completely forgot. So that's all right. That's 2 exercises that I didn't have before. So that's really good. So what?
You like these?
So this is one where you just try and use your turning and just experiment with stepping and swinging. Now, careful you don't clash. So maybe you'll go in the same way, like you're in a dance troupe or something. So we go this way,
That way, okay.
and then we go the other way.
Oh,
Oh.
now that's maybe complicated.
Now remember, this isn't Skittles.
Now the other way.
You're done? Okay, brilliant. Right, so
Yeah.
demonstration, observe. So I'm doing it. You can see why I was doing that thing, can't you? Because then it gives you a way in. And also, if you're presented with something that's a bit on the tricky side, just go for it.
Okay.
The worst that can happen is you do it wrong. You know, that's all right. Because we're explorers. We're explorers. So this is the wave hands like clouds. So as my hand goes past the centre line, that's when I put my foot out. As my hands go past the centre line, this would be the centre line, that's when I bring my foot in. As a rule of thumb. Other teachers will do it different, because in class on Wednesday we did wave hands like clouds, and Mike's timing was different to what I was doing, and I couldn't work out what he was doing. There you go. So everyone that does it has their own way of doing it, and you just have to work it out for yourself. But when we do the form, I'll show you. So this is the bit of the form. You don't have to do it like that and stand on one leg for ages. I mean, if you can, just milk it, and that's really good. And then we go into this, and then we do wave hands like clouds. So we step out 3 times with the left foot. 1, 2, and 3. Well, you can do 3, 5 or 7, but we just do 3, and then we go back to single whip again. Actually, I'll do it this way, and then the zoomies can join in, and I'll change the camera, because then you guys have done this before, and it will give you something fun and yeah. So we'll go into. We've just done the end of double-handed push, and we turn 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been practicing a lot of standing on one leg. 5, and then 1, 2, 3. So this is the bit of the form we're working on. Very slowly and in bits, not all at once. First time out with the left foot. Second time out with the left foot. Third time out with the left foot, and then we do it again. 1, 2, 3. You raise. 4, open. 5, step. And then sink 6. 6 would be sinking on 6. And that's the end of the first. Well done. And that's the end. Bravo. That's the end of the first half. We skipped quite a lot out, including the beginning. But that's the thing is if you try and do it all at once. Actually, what is the time now?
I have to go because I've got a chorus rehearsal tonight.
Have a nice sing. See you next week. Bye. Amy's still there though. So
Amy's still there.
Amy's still there. So what we're going to do, we won't do that whole thing. We're just going to go side to side that way. Dum, da, dum. And then we'll go side to side this way, and we'll just practice doing that for a bit. And then we'll. Yeah, we'll get round to the one leg thing. The other thing that's been going on is I finally found out the name of the man in Devon who does all the fitness stuff, that does all the squatting. Mr. Squatting, and he's in his late 60s, and he squats every day, and he's got special contraptions that are great big rubber bands that are attached to various walls and bars and things, so he can practice his squatting, and then the rubber band pulls him back up again, which I think is cheating.
Oh, incredible.
But
And what was his name?
his name is Jeff.
Oh, okay.
So basically I can now say, my Tai Chi students say, hi Jeff. It's brilliant. So we're just gonna, I'll turn round. Why don't we turn round and then we're all facing in the same direction? That's a good idea. So we'll go that way first, and then we'll go that way. So we'll start with a normal cloud hands health exercise. But Jeff that does the squatting and the hopping, he can stand up and sit down on a chair just using one leg at a time. I can't quite do that yet. I was well impressed. I thought, right, so I'm going to learn how to do it. So I'm not shown up by Jeff. And then we can. But we'll do a little video. We'll do a little video for Jeff. So look, we're squatting, but only when we can squat. So like this. And now we're going in the other direction. So just try it out. The best way of doing it is just by joining in and not worrying too much about accuracy as such, because the accuracy will come with lots and lots of repetition really, and there's no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts, so you just have to. Right, hopefully. Oh, good. You can still see me, Amy. That's great. And we're going in that way now. To me, to you, to me, to you. There we are. And then what you can do if you want is, we can do it like this. I'll turn around. You go to cat stance. You go to cat stance. So ways into standing on one leg. So we're just doing this movement, look, like you're a cat. So it's got a like stealthy feel to it. It's got a stealthy feel. And then what you do is you go to here and then you just lift your foot off the ground and then you're standing on one leg. And then you do that. And then, oh, ta-da! And then you do that. And then it's like trying to pat your tummy and stand on one leg at the same time.
It's easier without shoes, actually. Standing
Yeah.
on one leg.
It is easier without shoes. I mean, these shoes that I'm wearing are called barefoot shoes. They're very, very thin soled shoes. And they're much easier than the thick ones.
Yeah, these
I think that come round in the big circle. Let's do nice things. Let's go back to here. So make sure we've got that. I think that'll probably. I think we're cooked, aren't we? I think so.
Yeah. I'm not walking today.
So we will be putting all the movements together. It's like we're at the moment. If this was a jigsaw puzzle, we're just doing some of the corners.
We're just doing
And we'll
straight
fill
bits.
we're doing the easy bit, well they're not easy, but we're doing some of the bits, and then we'll start filling in the rest of the jigsaw puzzle later. It's just, you know.
Not like Mary's jigsaws. They're all wavy lines, they're not,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, that's good. I approve of wavy lines actually, I think wavy lines are great.
No, no, because
So
you get
just-
two,
And then
three
we'll
minutes.
go to this one, And then we better do the kelp. So I will be seeing Jaya again. I've signed up for a couple of her courses. I've just got to make sure I get out of bed for them. One of them's at 8:30 till 9:15 in the morning. And I'm like, why have I signed up for this? Oh well, never mind. So we'll see. I'll have to try and go to bed early or something. Very difficult. So let's put our feet together, and we are being the kelp. So this is the one I learnt off of Jaya. And you basically make it up as you go along, and you just get in touch with your, and you're just moving. Well, you can't get this wrong because it's whatever you fancy moving like. So you can just, there we go. We are getting in touch with our inner kelp. Marvellous. And then just to remind us, let's do Master Z Don's exercise, so the stroking.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I love that.
It's very
What a nice
relaxing.
bloke. I'd love to meet him in real life. He seems like a proper top bloke. Proper top bloke. And he always looks so serene all the time and fit.
Yeah.
He's very, you know, athletic but sort of quite slender. But that is a really nice move. I really like this move, even though I'm not doing it justice. But I'm enjoying whatever it is I'm doing, and I'll watch the tutorial, and then I'll go, no, I got that bit wrong. Let's do this. It's fine. You got to start somewhere,
You have.
you know.
And we're following you. So
And it's like, well, it's a bit like my teacher taught us these beautiful tunes from County Clare, my fiddle teacher, and they were absolutely exquisite and glorious. And we tried to play them and they didn't sound that glorious, but the tune's so nice, it just feels good playing it anyway. So that's what Tai Chi, the approach is. You're like, oh yeah, I really like, oh, this is such a nice tune. Oh, this is great. Oh, I'm really, you know, even if you're doing the wrong arms, it should, you want to feel comfortable. But like when the cat was asleep, purring on the bed, all rolled up in a little ball, and you could see the things going, and it was,
Oh, lovely.
and I'm like, now that is
Very
how you
content.
relax, very content and very comfy. So when you're doing Tai Chi, so if we're doing any movement, you want to get really comfy, just like a cat, just not with the fur balls. And don't suddenly chase after mice or anything. That you can take these things too far, but you know, keep it.
you've got to take
Breathing
the
out.
bad with the good, not the good with the
Yeah.
bad.
Well, in North America, cats aren't allowed out.
Oh,
I didn't
why
know that.
not?
So go.
Well, there's raccoons about. for a
Oh,
start.
they'll eat them.
Oh, oh, blimey. Didn't realise that.
Our son's cat is not allowed out.
Well, that seems like a mean thing to do.
Well, there's raccoons. There's a lot of raccoons about.
Mm. Well, they'd just eat them, wouldn't they? They'd
They're
just
not
eat
very
them.
nice. No.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have on my menu.
They're quite big and big claws. So.
Well, you can get these things called catios, where you can get an enclosed area that's outside,
yeah.
that's got loads of like things they can climb all over.
Mm.
So it's
Yeah.
like
Like an aviary for birds.
like an aviary for birds. It's the catio. So I think my friend.
I'll get one of those.
Yeah, except her catio, because of the recent winds we had, it got trashed, so the cat wasn't very impressed. And she still goes out as well. But if it's sheltered
Yeah.
and it's got a roof, but you're still outdoors, so it's kind of the best of both worlds, really.
Yeah.
But they have big areas that they roam in, you know, at least as much as like a lion. Yeah, miles
Yeah.
underneath. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to look super young, and then rub the hands together. But yeah, move like a cat. And I was.
My cat's not been out, so it's used to just.
Yeah, if it's used to being indoors all the time, then that's
Some
fine.
people keep their cats in
See,
some
my mother-in-law did it with hers. She kept him all the time.
Yeah.
Just that I saw this poor cat looking out the window, watching two cats outside.
Oh, that must be sad.
You should let kids out sometimes.
Well, they can get into all sorts of mishaps though, can't they, some of
Yeah.
them? And, oh,
Yeah.
and make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, feet together and bow. Well done everyone, that was great, well done us. So yeah, for next week, if anyone fancies sort of joining in, he doesn't actually start till about past, but he opens it from 4:15. And it's 6:15 till 7 o'clock
Evening.
in the evening after here. So I usually, I can't do it today because I've got to pick up a friend from a,
What's it on?
it's on Zoom. So I'll show you his, great, well done, see you next time, good job, nice moves.
Thanks.
Take care.
See you.